I'm out of the woods now. I got my bearings back together, back in the car. So I need to get the service. I have no idea where I'm going or what's going on tonight. All I know is I'm headed towards Seattle. So we'll see how that plays out. So we are on our way again. I'm headed to a state park for tonight. Of course, it was $50 to reserve a campsite. $50, that's insane for a campsite, but I figured I needed a night with phone service and be able to shower and just get my bearings straight before I kind of plan out the next couple days. So the biggest thing was service. So I guess that's the price to pay. I'm only 83 miles away, but it's still a 2-hour drive. It's right north of Seattle, and then tomorrow I'll take a boat ferry across the, I don't know what it's called, ravine waterways or whatever, to get to Olympic National Forest, where I'll go pick up more supplies and plan out the next leg of this trip. Okay, so I'm all checked in at the campsite. Found out some useful information. It was an astronomical fee to pay for the dumpiest site in the whole campground, but they got showers, and it's right outside of where I need to go tomorrow. So right now I'm on my way to the harbor to see about what time they do boats, I guess, across this bay or whatever. I don't know what it's called, this terminology, but ideally it's like I'm on one side of a body of water I need to cross, and rather than going around and adding multiple hours, I was reading online that you could take a boat that loads your car in and it'll drive you across this body of water for like $20-30. And I figured, well, it's cheaper than a tank of gas, so we're gonna do that. But I also plan to go get something to eat as well, and you know, hopefully get some Wi-Fi. All right, not really the Pacific, but close enough. Pretty cool. That's where I'm headed towards tomorrow, Olympic. Guys surfing out there. Man, this is so freaking pretty. Happy to be here. Someone built a hut. Okay, y'all, I might have a serious problem. I'm just going through my inventory and I realized I literally got racks of these chicken and tuna. Oh my goodness. Okay, good morning. It's about 9:03 a.m. We're headed to the boat dock launch thing to go across the body of water to get to the other side of Washington. So on the boat. It's a big boat. And I think we're headed that way. Check it out. Off that way. Pretty cool. So we're taking a ferry across the bay from that side to that side. If I was to take the car all the way around and over towards Olympic, it would take me 3-4 hours, while this could only be a 20-30 minute boat ride that only cost me $18. So it's a pretty good deal if you ask me, but got some pretty views. The moon's over there. Pacific Ocean that goes out that way, 60 miles. Pretty cool. Having a time. There's a better all-around view. You can see the cars right there come out there, so. There's the town. That's it, folks, we're off. Okay, so it's about almost 11 p.m. 11 a.m. excuse me, and so we're headed to Sierra, which is about 30 miles away, 35 miles away. We're gonna go pick up some more supplies for backpacking, see what they got, and then yeah, we're just gonna also head back up north just from the area we're going to. Gonna go get our backcountry permit passes and maybe try to settle down on a location to hang out today. Well boys, I did it again. I bought 2 shirts, some granola bars, and a fair amount of these backpacking meals. They're like $5–6 off retail at this store Sierra, and they're just too easy, too good, and too convenient for me not to buy, especially when I'm doing these backpacking trips. Okay y'all, just picked up my permit for Olympic National Park. We're just doing one night Friday. She said there's good fishing, rainbows and brook trout, so I'm excited for that. Right now we're gonna head out to the actual coast to actually see the Pacific Ocean and do a quick hike out there, and then we're gonna establish some sort of camp somewhere, someplace in the national forest. So okay, so we just parked at the trailhead. I don't know what happened to the blue sky. It's almost like the coast is just infested by 15 degrees cooler and this cloud it almost seems like I'm walking through right now. It's been blue skies and hot all day. But anyways, gonna walk down to the trailhead and finish this quest to see the Pacific Ocean. So you got like a tree, it's in a tree, it's in a tree. Looks like this middle one was either cut down or hit by lightning or chopped or something, and then look, tree there, tree there, tree there, parts of trees. I don't know if there's a condition that's called, but pretty cool to say the least. Going through the brush. Oh, this is it. The actual Pacific Ocean. It's crazy to think in my 25 years, this is my first time actually really seeing the Pacific Ocean. And it's a lot different from the Atlantic, especially from the fact, well, the sun sets over here and the Atlantic, it rises there, and the water seems to be pretty cold year round. So got people camping down there. Sand's nice and soft. Wow, what a treat. So I had the opportunity to do some backcountry camping, if that's what you want to call it, but without having a fire and the noise of the waves crashing all night, I don't know if I'd find it either therapeutic or, in my own weird way, annoying and intolerable. But for what it's worth, man, it's just, you can see if there's a sea cave down here. Another reason why the appeal of sleeping on the beach doesn't really hit home to me is sand. You got sand everywhere. There's no escaping it. I already spent 10 months in the desert where all I had was sand in every crack and crevice on me, but to do it voluntarily, I don't know if I'm sold yet, but maybe once we get down to Oregon. Now, I don't know what type of plant this is, but this thing looks something from like Alien or something. It's not very pleasant looking. All this driftwood, I don't know why it's all in this one area, but this is where all the driftwood is. Makes for a good seat, I guess. Looks pretty rough out there. Definitely doesn't look like South Beach in Miami, but man, completely different, opposite sides of the United States, but everything's kind of gray and gloomy and has this like hint of mystery, or you know, I don't know, it's definitely different, but beautiful all the same. Okay, even though I could probably spend a couple hours here just chilling and kick up my feet and just enjoying the scenery, I got plenty of ocean left to go on this trip, so I'm gonna get the heck out of here and try to find somewhere to camp for tonight. Back into the jungle we go. Okay, that was a pretty easy hike. I don't even know if it was called a hike, it was more of a walk. I mean, nicest trail I've probably been on this whole time, but anyways, now we're off to Olympic National Forest. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take a look at my maps again, but I think I found the perfect dispersed camping spot for tonight. Little creek down there, little pull off on the side of the road. Got my Subaru right there. The main forest road's right there, but I'm still kind of tucked off a little bit, so it's not, you know, parking off the main road. So this looks pretty good for tonight. Leaves me in a somewhat close distance, so I'll be able to do what I want to do tomorrow, and then hopefully get some fishing done as well. I don't know if this stream has any fish in it, but of course we're gonna have to take a check. Okay, I'm getting ready to cook some dinner. Fresh can of propane, and tonight the specialty is Philly cheesesteak brats, or smoked sausage. Okay, here's the final product, and I'm actually very optimistic. These smell delicious. Philly cheesesteak said it was made with brisket. I don't know, man, it's just another dog. It gets 4.5 out of 5 dogs. It's a pretty damn good dog. All right, y'all, I'm shutting it down for the day. Back in my Taj Mahal. Tomorrow, rainforest, fishing, dispersed camping, and get ready for backpacking. So I'll see y'all then. Okay, good morning. I've been having a little bit of a slow start to the day, but that's all right. I'm in no rush. It's about 10:30. Making some sausage. Okay, so this is the somewhat finished product. I got 5 links with cheese and some hot sauce on a tortilla. But anyways, let's take a bite. And we're off. Greener pastures, denser jungles. Okay, finally made it to the parking lot. Gonna do probably 5-6 miles of hiking. So just saw a sign to say that 2,000 people walk this trail every day, so should be pretty crowded, but at least have the opportunity to see something cool. So this area is so popular within Olympic National Park that they have a 1 in, 1 out policy at the gate. So I don't know, people just are out here or just enjoying their time, but we'll take a look for ourselves. It's another crazy looking tree. And they're all crazy looking, just ferns and ferns and ferns and more ferns as far as I could see. Just ferns and more ferns. Definitely feels like you're walking through like a subtropic jungle, even though we're at the northwest corner of the United States. It's pretty cool. I wonder what the reasoning for the reason why the plants and the trees and everything is out here. Might have to, you know, dig into it a little bit. So I found my way down to this riverbank. This water's just like light blue. I've never seen it before. It looks like some type of Gatorade, but man, it's just ice cold. Gotta assume it's from a snow melt. But I bet this spot right here, when the salmon are running, could be peak salmon fishing. They say that there's a ton of salmon in this river when they run the river, so yeah, pretty cool. All right, y'all, as relaxing as this is, and just very zen, very chill place to just hang out, it's time to get going back. I got about a mile hike back to the vehicle, do another small hike there, and then I'll have to find a campsite, or at least do some fishing, one or the other, to be determined. So far, so good. We're driving through the National Forest, the Olympic National Forest, and all the roads have been paved so far. Obviously not great condition, but way better than craters and potholes and gravel kicking up and dirt everywhere. So it says our destination will be in 3.5 miles, so we'll see if we find any good spots before then. Well, crap. Looks like the road comes to an end here. Alright y'all, I think I found a dispersed camping spot for the night. I'm literally on top of this mountain. Just drove up this shady road, but I figured for once, you know, being tucked away in the shade, maybe it would be nice to have a night where I actually get to enjoy some of the sun. Maybe enjoy a sunset over the mountains or something. So I think the actual top of this mountain or ridge or whatever we're on goes back that way. But so far it looks undrivable, but I'm gonna go take a look anyways. Well, there's no real road access, but I did find myself on top of this mountain plateau thing. Pretty good views almost all the way around. Still pretty cool. You could tell somebody was here. To have a American flag. I'm gonna go try to fix up and see if we can stick this back in the ground. But wow, you can see the ocean all the way out there, because that's where all that smog is we were dealing with yesterday. Not a cloud in the sky, but you can see right where the ocean is, the smog. And then you can see down in that valley over there, that's where I drove in. Just drove my vehicle up through these national forest roads, and I'm on top of a probably unnamed ridge or mountain or whatever it might be, but man, just what a view. Well, this thing is destroyed beyond belief, but ain't the best I could do. But you know what, it's up and it's flying. Okay, I had to switch it up from the silver bullets, and I figured since we're on the Pacific, might as well get some Pacifico. Cheers, y'all. It's crisp. Now I'll show you what I got going on for dinner tonight. I think many people will be impressed. Okay, I guess this is what you call golden hour, but the sun's starting to go down over the mountains. But I'm gonna put the camera up for the night, and tomorrow morning we're hitting the road hard, man. We're stopping at McDonald's for breakfast, and after that we're straight to the mountains and doing fishing. See y'all then. Alright y'all, good morning. It's about 8:15. We're just gonna pack up our things real quick and just get the heck out of here. Man, I'll tell you, we were really up in the hills last night. I'm still on this road. Thankfully, it's finally paved and not, you know, gravel. So it's been about almost 50 minutes since when I left my campsite, and we're about to get on the main road in 1 mile. So 50 minutes is a long way to go, but the nice thing about going off the beaten path is, well, there was nobody up on that mountain with me. It was just myself. And then I get to the base of the mountain and there's just cars and campers littered everywhere. So, you know, sometimes if you want that privacy and that sense of, you know, freedom of just actually knowing you're alone, you just got to keep trucking up the trail a little bit more. We're above the clouds now, 9 miles to the trailhead. Hopefully this weather doesn't turn out to be anything bad, maybe just some overcast, but man, we're really getting up here. Got some serious mountains over there. All right, y'all, I'm at the trailhead. I'm actually really excited for this hike. This weather's pretty good. It says no rain, but got all these mountains around. All I know, it's up and over and across that scramble over there and then down to the lakes. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready to go. I got everything I need, so I'm gonna put my pack on and get this strapped onto my chest, and we're gonna start walking. Okay, we're off. Some snow, that's always a wonderful sign. I think today's July 19th or 18th or something like that. Still a nice patch of snow there. I'm already gonna be hating myself tomorrow for making me walk up this mountain, but man, we're all the way down in the bottom of that valley, so goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm at a fork in the road. So the traditional trail goes down this way, descends down that mountain hill down into that valley, and then I gotta walk a couple miles through that valley, or I go this way, which is a separate trail that's not really a trail, but it's a trail because so many people have done it, but it's up some pretty janky stuff. It looks like just a lot of loose rock. You hit a mountain, I think, as well, a mountain summit, but the end of the trail takes me directly to my campsite. You know, if I was feeling any worse than I possibly was, which I don't feel bad at all, I feel 100%, I would definitely go the easy way. But since I'm a man of adventure, a man of taking the beaten path or the unfamiliar road, we're going that way. This might be easily one of the most epic hikes I've ever done. It's really cool that the trailhead starts at near pretty much top of your elevation, so everything's just high. There's no trudging through dense thick forest for miles on end with endless elevation. Now tomorrow's gonna be a different story getting out of here. I gotta climb out of this, but outside for that one sketchy part back there, and it wasn't even that sketchy, just, you know, it's been a breeze. Super sick. Nobody on the trail. It is such a pleasure. It's such a blessing to have the opportunity to be out here to do this. Olympic National Park. I mean, even the mountains over there, I'm just completely shocked. So far we've seen ocean, we've seen rainforest, and now this is alpine. I mean, out of everything I've done on the trip so far, between Montana, Idaho, Cascades, easily just the most alpine feeling I've had so far. I mean, we in the mountains, baby. And that's where we'd love to be, in the mountains. Okay, good news. I think the hard stuff's out of the way. Came from down there, just all loose gravel, barely trail. Then we go up this way, ride up this ridge out there, and then the backside of the mountain down to the lake. And then look on this side, we got some outstanding views of some mountains. And looks like the sky's clearing up a bit, but man, I'll tell you, I'm having a blast. Thankfully, I haven't fallen or slipped or fell down a mountain yet, but I'm having a good old time. So here I am at the top of Moose Peak, I believe, Moose Summit, Moose Peak. Man, it is just the views all the way around are just insane. The funny thing is, you could see way out there too where the trailhead splits, where you can either go that way, you can even see the parking lot all the way back there. I went across that ridge there, that mountain, down and up. Here we are. I've been looking for the geographical marker, even though they may not have one up here. I don't know why they wouldn't have one up here, but it is just so much rock up here. I don't see any sign of anything. The funny thing is too, come out over to this edge, Gladys Lake. That's where we're staying tonight. So the trail goes down that way, down that ridge, and wraps back around, and we're camping right down there. Now, I've already burned quite a couple hours hiking so far today, but with a hike like this, I'm just happy to actually enjoy it and, you know, not be so focused on fishing. But the fishing, we will get there. I can assure you of that. Okay, getting back on the trail. It's a little after 2:30. Took me about 2 hours to do this, which is kind of funny because I've only done like maybe 3 miles, but just the pure amount of sketchiness, loose rock, and just having to take time with every step I place, it's worth it. Olympic National Park, I had no idea that the mountains were like this. So I did a little research. There's 2 types of fish: brook trout, coastal cutthroat. So I don't know how good the fishing is where I'm camped at, but I know we'll be doing some type of fishing and catching some type of fish. Just another pristine view. I don't even know if I should be surprised. I've lost the trail a little bit. It's just this shattered rock. So I'm doing my best to kind of navigate with what I got. Ooh, ooh boy. It's getting sketchy again. Man, no good. No good, friends. This is not good. Okay, so we made it to the spot. It's a pretty decent spot. It's right off the trail though, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm just gonna sit down, relax for a little bit, get some things together, and then we'll go fishing. Okay, got camp built to the basic extent. Rod is ready to go, and we're gonna do some fishing. Okay, so this isn't even the real deal lake. That's on the other side. We're just gonna fish our way around. I don't see any sign of activity right now, but we'll figure it out real quick. Okay, the good news is I do see fish here. Bad news is this thick brown stuff in here is eating my hook every cast. So I gotta go. That weeds aren't. Yep. That fish came out of nowhere. He saw that thing and just smacked it. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Looks like we got ourselves a brookie. Oh yeah, nice brookie. All right, first brookie. Not bad. Got his eye pretty bad, but he'll be fine. All right, just like that, we're on another fish. All dinks in here, but you know what? A fish is a fish. Let's see what we got. Oh man, almost fell in there. Yep, looks like we got another brook trout here. This one's pretty small. Cold water fish, but yeah, look at the spots on that, just like we were catching in Montana. Pretty cool, same size. Let him go. Okay, so we have a similar predicament on this side. Water going this way all the way around, can't really go there, so the only way I'm going to be able to get there is just up and around. But while I'm here, I don't see it hurting taking a cast. We went pretty much 2 for 2 with brook trout, so I wouldn't be totally shocked if we actually hooked into something. They're going crazy for it. Yep. Man, these guys fight pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. They really like to thrash. Oh yeah, that's a decent sized brookie. All right, let's get him off. All right, nice little brook trout here. Look at the scenery. And then back to the fish. Pretty nice brookie. Not mad about that one. They're actually pretty tame once I get them in my hands. They don't flop around all that much. Man, that's a nice fish. All right. Yeah, he was happy to get out of that one. I'm telling you, man, they've run. Look at him, there he goes again. They were chasing this thing, trying to hit it, and finally hooked in, so. Yep. Oh, I lost him. Let's see if we could get him back. Is anybody interested? Nope. This is exciting, man. This is good. This is a good sign here. I've had very good luck in Washington so far with fishing. Just, come on, something take it. Yep. I've had pretty good luck in fishing with Washington, man. In Idaho, Montana, parts of Wyoming, it felt like you'd had to fish all day just to catch something. But here, 3 or 4 cats. Oh, I think I foul hooked him, but that's all right. He got off. All right, can't always be sunshines and glitter all the time in the fishing world. Unfortunately, my braid has been rubbing up against my pack, and it just snapped on that cast when I got the tiniest little snag. So I'm wading through this muddy bottom of this, whatever this is, go get my lure. Thankfully, hasn't gone up past my calf. The water feels pretty good. Besides, this is my lucky lure, man. All right, back all good, all safe. Okay folks, just like that, we're back in business like we never left. Tied a new leader on, put some shoes on my feet. We have a clear path to get to the lake, so this will be good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the lake. Do not see any sign of fish, but we will truly know here in a few seconds. I initially thought that there might have been no fish in here, just by the way the water looks and just making a couple observations, but last cast I did have a couple small trout follow it in. So oh, he wanted it. He was right there. It's always a good sign. All right, looks like we've unlocked a new species. Oh no, that's still a brook trout. Still decent sized brookie. Not really a decent size. This thing's a dink. This thing is so small. Pretty though. Man, he's pissed. Let's get him back in the water. It's a decent sized brook trout we got here. Gotta land him. Oh. I wouldn't say decent size. I'd say bigger than the last. Alright, another brookie. Okay, we're going back to pink. We had luck at it last place in Washington, Cascade, so we're going to try it out and see how it works. I had a feeling that pink wasn't on the menu today for them, so I'm going to go to something that I know catches fish, but I don't know about brook trout. I got a panther martin, which is similar to a rooster tail, but it's usually a bigger blade and a smaller little bobbinette, and just followed by a treble hook. A lot of people, a lot of old head fishermen swear on panther martins for any type of trout, so we'll see if the old wise words of wisdom will promote anything. Okay, so the rock wasn't doing me any good. Rock was no good. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna fish from the banks all the way around this little lake here, and if not, I'll just go back to where they were biting. Sun is slowly starting to set. That's the big mountain I climbed today, but from the other side. But something in my stomach told me this dirty, disgusting little area of water is gonna have some nice fish in it. Oh my God. 4, 5, 6 just shot out. Perfect cast. Perfect cast, dude. I would be very surprised if I didn't hook up into something here. Honest to God, maybe I just spooked them. Maybe I just started to get greedy in my mind, thinking I was untouchable. Okay, I see one trout. I don't know if I'll be able to spot fish him or not. Try to hit my lure last cast, but okay, this whole process has become more and more increasingly frustrating. I'm seeing fish, I'm seeing nice sized fish. I'm seeing fish follow in whatever I'm throwing, and just don't take it. It's like they just want to follow it. So I'm in a way deeper part, but I see 2 nice trout right there. We're gonna try to get them. Oh man, not a great cast. Same thing. See it, follow it. Nah, not for dinner. Wow. Look at that. Dan's magic spoon worked. The lucky spoon that we were catching brooks on, they were going crazy for it. First cast. Feels relieving to catch a fish. Now hopefully a bigger one. Nice. Just gotta appreciate the scenery for what it's worth real quick. Turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous day. Not too cold, not too hot. We were hoping for big fish, but I guess that hand-sized brook trout will do. He should be fine, right? Yeah, he's good. Looks a lot bigger in the water though, I'll give him that. Oh, we got a fish, all right. Looks like another dink, but you know what? At this point, I'm just getting happy to catch anything. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's get this guy in the sunlight. Okay, so we got another very tiny brook trout. Pretty nonetheless, but very small. Taking a small break. Maybe I set my expectations too high with the fishing here, but we also have 2 more lakes that need to fish tomorrow on my way out, so just don't understand why the fish are not biting. Plenty of them look pretty nice too. I won't be eating any, unfortunately, due to the no fire ban that's still currently in effect, but still like to catch some nice brook trout, but I got to be thankful for the ones I do. It's important to take a hydration break, but I'll tell you, it's a real pleasure just being able to do this. This has been a dream of mine since I got out of high school, just to have that opportunity in my life where, you know, I no longer have military obligations and no debt over my head, and I said I was gonna go travel for a summer. I just can't believe 6 years, 7, 8 years in the making of this trip. I'm finally here, and I mean, it's just been perfect weather every day. Haven't had to deal with any cold, just perfect weather. No problem getting permits. Fishing's been excellent. It just puts in perspective how patience is just such an important virtue. It takes time for good things to happen. And I think right now in these moments, every second and sacrifice I made to be here was 100% worth it. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it. I might fish out the rest little part back where I first started at, but my body, I'm just starting to feel it. My back is just killing me. And plus the sun is about to go right over the mountain, so I think I might just relax tonight and save all my efforts for tomorrow. 2 more lakes on the way out. I heard that this one was not very good for fishing, but the other 2, we'll have to see. Okay, y'all, I'm back at camp. No more ramen tonight. We got something new. Pork chili verde. The nice thing about it, 710 calories. So I should at least have a full belly and yeah, gonna read my book for a bit and get back to it. And we're off. Alright, this is the before. Oh man, it already smells delicious. Mix it up a little bit. We'll see this bad boy in 10 minutes. Looks like I'm not the only one who enjoys the Grateful Dead out here. Okay, so here we got the final product. Just kind of looks like a really sorry Chipotle bowl. Pork chili verde. So let's get ourselves a bite. See if it gets a boom or a doom. Pretty good. I'm not mad about it. It tastes good, but I am missing my salt and my hot sauce. I forgot those in the car, but I'll definitely buy these again. And for dessert, blueberry Pop-Tart. Okay, it's still pretty light out, even though the sun went behind the mountain probably an hour ago. We're back at it. One more time, one more rodeo. Gonna make a couple casts and call it a night. Alright, we got ourselves some fish. Can't believe I'm able to record and reel at the same time. Gotta land them though. Alright. So what we got here appears to be another brook trout. Not a bad size one either. Not too bad. Extremely grateful to catch this, of course. Beautiful scenery like that. Beautiful brook trout. Alright, see you, friend. He's gone. man, I hooked the tree. Damn it. Alright folks, that's it for tonight. I caught one, hooked up with another, but it's to be expected. Man, it's just so peaceful out here. I'm at the basin of this valley. It's just so nice out. It's a little bit cold out and the bugs are all bugs, but it's just such a special spot. To think that I'm in Olympic National Park far exceeded my expectations. So I was gonna head back to my camp, but I kind of came to the conclusion with a view like this, and a log sitting right here, I gotta stop learning to be in a rush all the time. Sometimes you just need to soak it in and slow down and appreciate where you're at and what you're doing. Definitely a nice sized 4-point. I don't want it to invade his space, but man, he just does not care. I'm right here talking. It's really cool. Oh, he's looking right at me. Okay, good morning. It is about 10:15 on a Saturday, which is not good because I wanted to be up by 7:30 to hit the trail, but I've slept good and just getting things put together now and gonna pack out to the other lakes and go fishing and eat breakfast down there. Alright, just like that, we're on the trail again. I don't think it will be far at all to get to where I want to go fish, so. Okay, the other side, you can see the lake down that way. Pretty cool. Alright, our first good view of the lake. I know exactly where we're going. Wow, whatever it was, I just had a big hit there when I wasn't paying attention, didn't set the hook, but that is a good sign. Big hit. Let's see if we can, see if lightning could strike again. Alright y'all, I've fished it for about 20 minutes or so. I've only had one hit. I was using a silver Castmaster. I'm going to use this golden spotted one now. I think results will be nearly the same and I need to move around for a better spot, but whatever it is, we're out here fishing. Let's sink down. Oh, I got a hit. That's it though, just a hit. Oh, another hit. Yeah, we got a fish. I don't think it's very big, considering the fact this thing is not fighting at all. But it is 100% a fish. What the hell is going on? He just wrapped me up on a rock? What the hell? Oh, fish is still on. He wrapped me up on a rock. Let's get him up here. All right. There we go. That's probably why he wasn't fighting. Look at that fish. All right. Brookie, nonetheless. Man, happy to finally catch something. Thank you, friend. I think my frustration is gonna get the best of me, so I think it might just be best if I walk out. Literally just had my lure, my Panther Martin number 4, Just snap the swivel. Brand new swivel too. Gone. Lost 2 lures here. We're getting the heck out of here. Well, I'm starting to have continuously bad luck with the fishing. I'm down to 3 or 4 lures today off of snags. Either my leader ripping or the swivel breaking off. Just not my day, but I just gotta take a moment and remind myself, man, it's just such a nice day to be out here. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And just had something to eat real quick. We're gonna get back on the trail and get the heck out of here. I could tell that there's good fishing here, but today I'm just not a good fisherman. Lost my copper Castmaster. I lost my other favorite Castmaster, so looks like I'm gonna have to re-up, but plenty of fish out here, so maybe we'll get them on the next go round, but for what it's worth, I can't be mad. Probably caught about 5-6 brook trouts, so we're gonna count our wins as wins and losses as losses. As I catch my breath, just taking a view. Wow, there's Moose Lake all the way down there. I wonder if that's Moose Mountain. It must be. All right, I'm almost done with the elevation. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm just off today, but man, this is beefy hike. And you could think that I was on the other side of this mountain yesterday at a lake. I went all across this, across that, across Moose Mountain. But man, just legs aren't feeling great. But thank goodness I'm almost there. Here's a fork in the road. I took it this way yesterday, so Mount Olympus over there. Should be a fairly easy hike back now. This right here was a pro move. Parking right at the entrance of the trailhead. Thank goodness that trail's over. It was great, but man, it took it out of me. Long awaited. Cheers, camera. So what I got here is some Mountain Man charcuterie, ripped up cheese stick, and some salami. Yeah, we're just enjoying the vibes right now. I just gotta sit down for a second before we get back on the road. But man, that was a hell of a hike. We got ourselves a black bear. Oh my goodness. That was insane. I'll have to upload it from my phone, but there was a black bear. I don't know if it was big or small, but a black bear just eating shrubs right there. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Things have a funny way of working themselves out, I'll tell you that much.